では、ディスコ、エリティウム、続きか。どうだこれか。そうだね。前回は、呪われた商業地区を調査。カップル、写真の話、ペイタスと話す、モデルを探すっていうのをやって、夜の9時以降にバルコニーに行くと。なんかいろいろとタスクはあるけども、どのタスクを進めていいのか。呪われた商業地区、本屋さんの2階の話がね、2階に来てみたいな話をしてたけど、どっからどう行けばいいのかがわかんないんだよね。どっから行くんだろう。で、この人がなんかいろいろと話を聞いたんだけど、なんか、この辺、無理やな。
Glad to have been of assistance. The little that I know. Anything else? I'm afraid I can't say any more until we've taken care of formal protocol.
28%.
Of course. But the situation is extremely volatile. The sooner we can speak about this lynching business, the better for...
ワンチャンやってみる。
You're back. Good. What can I help you with?
どうやっけこの辺の話は全部。
It's so easy to just...
Oh.
The lieutenant looks... He's able...
Unconventional police officers.
Incredible. Simply incredible. And how did he now? Well...
拳銃の話正直に言ってみた。
Of course, detective.
ラッキー拳銃をもらったと。これがね、ワンチャン。ダメだ。
I assure you, it is no small matter for me either. We all share the responsibility for disarming this situation. I hope you have a... Trust me, officer. I am...
She's silent. The wind flaps this...
Officer.
欲が減った。
You know...
You're doing it. Despite...
I'll be frank with you. If I'm going to break protocol, I need to be able to justify it to my superiors. They're going to want to see something tangible.
話の流れとしては、スキルチェックに失敗して、で、身分証のことはなんかごまかせなかったと。身分証を見せろと言われて、その辺をふわっとした話をしたら、なんか微妙な反応をされたと。で、見返りをよこせということで、契約に違反する行為を行う場合は、条約たちにその正当性を証明する必要がある。はい。組合は港の外でハーブ取引を行っているマルティネーズでは、当然の秘密。ハーブ取引ね。
Detective, a word in private before we continue.
ハーブ取引の話をするのか。 待したのとは違う方向に動き出している。
Honestly, I was expecting you to use your unorthodox technique to keep her off balance, and not
型破りな
volunteer
テ
us
クニ
to
ッ
be
ク
her
で、
henchman.
スキルチェックが成功してればね、なんかうまい感じにいけたと思うんですけど、はい。
This woman is running circles around us. She might have known about your misplaced badge all along, or she's simply an adept improviser.
そうだね、協力してほしければこっちの仕事を手伝えという動きをされ
Maybe
たと
this is
は。
all her plan. She might have heard about you.
ただバイルドパインズは何かを知
I
っている
wouldn't
は
go
ず
that
だと。
far. Her reaction did come off as sincere to me. I think she's just quick to adapt. She's a prophet. No. If there is reasonable suspicion,
取引の調査をしないという選択肢はないと。
claim we are siding with the union, or that we are
疑いがあるなら警察をして仕事をしなさいということですね。
We ask her. Oh, that would be fantastic, but do we have the time?
まあ、身分証を探すのは
The situation might have changed
そ
drastically.
うですね。時間かかりそうですね。ただね、ハーブの取引の手伝いを、
You're back.
取引調査の
It's
話を
quite straightforward.
手伝いに
Someone
行
is
こうと。
using Terminal B to smuggle raw ingredients
え
from Samar and
と
Isola into Revachol.
ハマライソラが到達したある原材料をレバショールに密輸するために誰かがターミナル B より利用している。
Ingredients for what?
Meth and
で、
dextroamphetamine, GBL and
その
various
原材料、
synthetic
密輸されている原
psychedelics.
材料
Honestly,
と
it
い
might
う
be
の
quick
が、
to say what you can't do from
神
the
経興奮物質やその類似的物質などをはじめとするハーブの材料である。つまりサマルから運んできた材料がターミナルを経由してレバショールに入ってきていると。
After they clear the terminal, we lose
Oh.
track. The actual production is taking place at various sites in and
While Pine seems to be well apprised of the local drug trade,
で、
you mean to
と
say the union also produces
組合がハーブ
such
の
drug?
we're in
製造などをしていると
It's our
いう
business to
疑い
know.
ですかと。
And no. As far as the company knows, the
で、
union
組合
does
は
not
ハーブの
produce
栽
it.
培はしてい
They
ないが
transport the
輸
ingredients
入を
for
し
a
て
cut.
分け前をもらっ
But
てい
you
ると。
won't get anything out of Evrart and the dock workers union. Still, every
で
chain、has its link.
組合に行っても、まあ話は聞けないだろうが
The
何かしら。
The motor lorries at the roundabout.
つまり、
Precisely.
取引をしている人間の方をつつけということですかね。
Once they reach Jamrock, they're distributed to a network of local
えー
manufacturers well beyond our
と
grasp. But in transit, they are vulnerable.
輸送が終わってしまうといろんなとこに行くから捕まらないけども、その渡される前なら
How convenient that
捕まえ
this
れるん
stranded
じゃない
train
です
reached
か
the
と
wall.
Perhaps
い
you've
う
noticed
話
that
です
a
ね。
number of lorries are tangled in a traffic jam at the roundabout just now.
で、あの辺のトラック運転手に話を聞いて回れということですか。
I'll be explicit. If you find this drive,
Uncovering Union secrets could also give you an upper hand when dealing with them.
なるほど。で、この辺の情報を入手することができれば有利になる。
how do you think
何
they're
かあるんですか？
financing this strike? There are thousands of
ストライ
unpaid
キの
dock
費用
workers
ね。
going strong for the fourth month straight.
あのお金はどっからやってくるんじゃない、やってくるんですかと。
With all due respect to these desert cacti, the contents of a few cash registers cannot provide for
で、そのお金
2,000
が
men.
ハーブの
The
取り
local
扱い
businesses
で
can scarcely provide for
手に入れ
themselves.
た金ではないかと。
Precisely. Smuggled out of that very gate at night, most likely, then loaded onto lorries and driven to Jamrock. You simply need to find
なる
one
ほど。
driver.
密輸をしていると自白してくれる運転手を探してこいと。
We asked East Motor Track to raise the drawbridge. The road company is a partner of one of our subsidiaries. However,
ああ、
this is a limited time opportunity. Once the complaint has been processed by the trade committee, they'll have no
金
choice
貸
but
し
to
を
lower
上
the
げてもら
drawbridge.
ったと。
Thousands of liters of raw ingredients.
Well,
What is that, Lieutenant?
why I had to call East Motor Track and beg them to open a drawbridge for me. I'd wonder since
I am sorry for the inconvenience, Lieutenant Kisaragi, but we need them trapped here. The two,
or not.
リンツと
as eager
な
as
が
I
ってる
am
可
to
能性
share
があ
it,
る。
we did. On more than one occasion.
We know the company has launched
Eh.
a probe into the union's alleged involvement.
RCM に相談したけども
It's
話
not
聞いて
just
くれなかった
ours
と。
yet. No one's been able to find any hard evidence.
Well, Here's your
なる
choice.
ほど。
Yes. Excellent. According to my reports,
じゃあ
it may come to nothing.
話を
or
聞いて
in
き
the
ますか。
meantime, let me know if the
渋滞ミステリー。運転手たちに話を聞く。運転手3人。運転手、近くにいるやつから話聞いてくるか。運転手、どの運転手だ？確かこの辺にも、この辺になんか、店を開いてるやつがいたな。君はどうだい？
The speakers below are
Go.
back.
Everything's still cool here, officer. Only the coolest goods in Revachol. Anything for you.
こいつは関係ないのか。いや、とりあえずこいつは置いとこう。で、店のすぐそばにいたやつ、こいつだな。こいつは、
Stuck in the rain in a traffic jam, man.
あんたハーブに詳しそうだな。
Me and narcotics go way back. Has
お
fun.
う
Those days are
昔
behind
の
me.
話だ。
There are other addictions in my life now.
なんでそんなことを聞くんだ？色を探している。
Entrapment is a practice whereby an officer of the law induces a person to commit a criminal offense.
We have a
ごまかされないですね。
Someone on this roundabout is waiting for a bulk shipment from the harbor to load it on their lorry and drive it to Jamrock.
この辺りハーブ
Not
を
me,
運んでる
man.
やつがいる
No
よ。
way. I don't need any trouble. Shit's bad enough anyway. This jam. Look, man. I try to stay away from the criminal underbelly of Revachol. I'm a guest here.
他のやつに聞いてくれ。
We wouldn't say he's lying, sire.
そっか。こいつは何も知らないそうだ。本当にそうですか？で、お前は
Hello, compatriote. You have some drugs?
ハーブについてはどう思います？
I don't let anything pollute my body.
タ
You know where that shit comes from?
バコと酒と何が違うんだい？
Safré, Ilmara. They take the money from our local junkies here
さ
and
あ、
use it to outcompete us
Oh.
in the They know they can't beat us in a fair fight. So they have to get us to weaken ourselves somehow. It's racial
飲
sabotage.
酒経済
Racial
妨害
economic
工作。
sabotage.
つまりあんたは
Not in,
運んだ
not
りしてい
out.
ないか？
I'll never be.
So you're telling us that you don't know anything
つまりハ
about
ーブについて何も知
I
らな
don't
い
know
と。
shit. And if I did, I wouldn't tell you.
うん。
What do you think? I can't leave the lorry unguarded. Stuff's been getting looted lately.
There was a bunch of spilled boxes in the back of a big lorry nearby.
Yeah, I
ト
knew
レー
that
ラー
guy.
が
He was an honest driver
あっ
who
たけど
loved
ど
this
う
country.
ですか？
We were having a good debate about genetics at the Wheeling in Rags.
Ah.
When some cheap boys smashed his lock and took damn near
トラックの
everything.
錠をぶっ壊して
Lost his
盗んでいった。
since he left. I haven't
If they were getting drunk inside the whirling in rags, how could they know who broke into the lorry?
でも強盗がなんでその書き
allowed
か
to
せて
say
知っ
that
てる
he's
んだ
some
い？
keeps who do all the stealing around here. That's not road to science, man.
じゃあ誰だと思う？ハーブ。
Fucking Sealang, that beady-eyed South Samaran. His little side business
ああ、
is
レ
a
ースにの
scam.
クソ野郎。
I wouldn't be surprised if he was peddling drugs as well.
ああ、人狼性の物資を転売してるや
This
つかな。
tribe are natural liars. It's in their blood. Is your man alright? 100%. He's a lorry man selling his employer
犯人
stuff.
は奴ら間違いない。こういう盗みの貨物を転売しているトラック運転手だ。ああ、
No doubt he's selling
自
drugs.
分が運 運転してるヒューマノックスのトラック集荷を開けてるんだ。
I wouldn't be so sure about it. Not
Oh.
until we've heard what
じゃあ、レーシングのところに行く必要がありますね。
Isn't it obvious?
あいつトラック運転手なんですかね。
What? His tribal.
I wouldn't be so sure about it.
Guess so.
いや、いい情報もらえたな。あいつに最初に話聞きに行ったけど、トラック運転手だなんて顔してなかったぜ。じゃあ、お前だ。
Everything's still cool here, officer.
じゃあ、ハーブについてはどう思います？
I don't go in for that, officer. Drugs ruin lives.
ああ、ハーブは人生をダメにする。
Unless you're into drugs, of course. In which case, drugs are excellent. Mwah! Tasty, tasty
う
drugs.
ん、あなたが好きなら話は別です。港からハーブを運び出してトラック運転手を探してるんですよ。
Investigating the local drug trade like some cool narc. But I am not a drug driver.
A blatant lie, sire. Yet he tells
お前
us
嘘だ
to
な。
mention. We
あんた
believe
トラック運転手なんでし
Who
ょ？
said that? It's the fat racist, right? I bet it's
うん。
him. He has an agenda against me.
彼はヘイターで
I'm
さ、
an immigrant who
レー
works-
シス
So
ト
you
の
admit
男っ
you're
つって
a
た
lorry
ね。
driver?
No, I just said I work harder, and he's an asshole. I'm
realizing he can't get out of
okay. Maybe
う
I'm a lorry
ん、トラ
driver
ック運
too.
転手もやってるかもしれない、ちょっとだ
But
け。
that's not the most important thing about me. That's my day job. This is my
う
dream.
ん。つまりただ言い忘れただけだと。
It's such a small part of my life. It's in the rear view mirror now. I'm climbing out of that.
そんな、
I told you. I'm
あ
not
とは
a
なんか
dumb
知ってるんでしょ？そういう連中って誰のこと？
No, he wasn't talking about an abstract crowd. It was that crowd.
うん。
No use. He's not telling us. He's too afraid. We need to take him to my station and ask him there. After we've called his boss.
Okay, look. There's
じゃあ
bad
話を
people doing bad things here.
ヨハネスにバラ
That's
す
all I know. Please don't get me into
前に
this mess.
話をしてくれた
I
ね。
spent 15 years working my way up.
良くない連中がいると。
Here we go. There's a tiny bit of truth on the table. Zoom in on it.
うん。
It's a she, okay? The other drivers call
なる
her
ほ
the
ど、運
lady
転手は
driver.
女だ。
You're better off staying
他の
away
運
from
転手から
her.
女ドライバーと
The
呼ば
way
れ
they
てい
talk
る。
about her, she's no lady.
とても女とは言う
Interesting.
思えないやつ
Strike
だ。
be connected
あ
to
あ、
the Hardy.
ハーディーボーイズに関係してそうかい？誰が話してたんだ？みんながそんな
Who
話を
exactly
し
is
てい
talking
る。
about this lady driver of yours? The racist or the other one?
女ドライバーの噂っていうのは誰が言ってた
All
んです
of
か？
them. Even the ones who've left. I don't know. Maybe.
He's not ruling her out.
I don't know.
ハーディーボーイズのことはそもそも知らない。
Nice scored. Let's cap this off with a
うん。女ドライバーとは一体誰なのか。で、あの辺でなんかぼんやりしてたばあさんがもしかしたら関係してるかもしれないので、であのばあさんにも話を聞きますか。よいしょ。あのばあさんは、ここの影のところにいたね。へいへい、ちょっと
Still
君。
has.
If you want her attention, you may need to be more forceful.
へいへい。
Where am I? Who are you?
ここはどこだ？あんたは誰だ？これはあんたに聞きたかったんですよ。
I remember now. I'm still stuck in that traffic jam in the 50s. Back in Mefka, during the time of the revolution.
うん。革
The
命期の
sidewalks
メ
and
スク。
cafes are filled with young
歩
people.
道やカフェに若者たちがたくさんいてね、開拓の牛使いの映画を、最新作を見に行くところだ
Until you came
った
along, that is.
そうか、夢の邪魔をして悪かった
I was
な。
there, Loman. While you people were
The Republic of Mesk is a massive confederation
メスク共和国は分離空に位置する巨大な連合国ですね。領土は世界最大規模であ
It's a
る。
petrostate, a
そ
constitution.
うか。
Why not, Harry?
話を聞きたい。
It's not like I have anything better to do in this hellhole.
じゃああんたは一体何を運んでいるんですか？ダイヤモンド、本当ですかい？
But whatever stupid
じゃあ
things they
本
put in
当は
the
何だ
lorry,
い？
I imagine.
じゃあ何を運んでるかは知らない。
A long time ago. Besides, I don't drive the lorry for the cargo. If you know what I mean.
荷を運ぶためではない。
Of course it does. What did you expect? Did you just call me a lady, Harry Fair?
The woman's malevolent cackling fills.
I'm a lady like you are Gabriel Buenguerro.
なんかよくわからんけど精神ダメージを負った。じゃあみんなに恐れられているってドレバじゃないんですね。
To small children.
Yeah, it's not her. Believe me.
How should
じゃあ
I know?
女ドライバーっていうのは誰だい？
I spend a lot of time. Oh, Sim.
She's just a distracted old woman.
So he doesn't.
You hear that, Loman? I don't think your partner likes you spending too much time with me. A pale dream.
The
What
harbor
do I
については
need
知らないか
that
い？
for, Loman? What I see, what I feel, the great adversary. No drugs can compare.
敵だって？
There is a protagonista.
主人公がいて敵がいる。
I am on the side of the.
Those epithets are familiar somehow. The great adversary.
Then what we're.
Maybe if she thought you're corrupt.
汚職警察官だと思わせてみるのはいかがでしょうか？
Why would I want to do that?
うん。
Loman, what in the name of God are you talking about? Maybe.
じゃあ話を聞こう。
Makes no difference to me either way.
しているかもしれないし、していないかもしれない。つまりわからない
They
と。
made half a dozen trips from Saramiriza to Grad. And the U41A. What do you think they take from
今月
Saramiriza
だけ
to
で
Grad? Loman.
U41A からさ、A でサラミリザからグラードまで6回は行っているハーブじゃないんですか、それは。
Loman. Diamonds.
あ、じゃあ誰だと思います？
He's a skinny man who thinks he's a poet. Never trust a poet. Also, he's the only one I can see from here.
自分を詩人だと思っている痩せた男だ。詩人を信じてはいけない。
That's correct. There is no visibility of any of the others.
じゃあハーブに関わってないっていうのはどういうことだい？
I can listen to music.
他にどこに行けと言うんだい？
Or I can
場所が
just
ないと。
relax and let my mind.
I think we're done here, no?
Yes, go. Enough jamboree.
うん。じゃあ自分を詩人だと思い込んでいる男、痩せた男っていうのはこいつのことだい結局。じゃあぐるっと回ってよいしょ。
Stuck in the rain in a traffic jam, man. What's on your
女
I
ド
don't
ライ
wanna
バ
talk
ーの
about
こ
that.
とは知らないですか？協力が必要なんですよ。
All I can say is, she isn't around here anymore. She isn't some evil drug trafficker. And I don't
仮
know
に
where
言え
she
るこ
is.
とは彼女はここにはもういないってことだ。ハーブの運び人なんかじゃない。あ
I didn't, man. I told you I was hoping it's not her.
It's true. We would have caught. Bah. emotional
彼女じ
rhetoric.
ゃなければいいと
He knew
思ったと。
something and he didn't share it with.
Thank God I
誰
don't
だい？
know. People here call her
女
the
ドライ
lady
バーと呼ん
driver.
でいる。名前は
She
誰も
kept
知
her
ら
name
な
a
い。
secret. From me too.
じゃあどういう関係ですか？
An acquaintance. I don't know. She was the only
Ah.
person in this damn jam I could talk to.
お話をする
She's
友
a
達。
youngish woman. Gruff, but
割と若い、荒っぽいがクールな感じ。髪の色
blue
は
and violet. Died.
青と紫
It was
で、
violet when she got here. Blue
来た
before
時は
she
紫で出ていく
Then
時は青
she
だっ
may have
た。
dyed it again.
じゃあ女が去ったのはいつですか？
Please just let it go. Whatever.
う
We
ん。
can't just let it go.
悪い奴じゃないとこの
That's
人は
how
言
it
ってい
always
る
is
が。
with you, isn't it? All part of the investigation.
ああ。
The girl's troubled. If you hunt her down, she may not survive it.
彼女は問題を抱えてい
It
る。
won't come to that. We
I don't believe you. I
信じ
just
て
can't.
くれよ。
I'm not naive. She's got the darkness. in her.
心に
That
闇
young
を抱
person's
えてい
darkness when
る
you。think it's all over.
she shared this.
Yes. Which is why I don't want to snitch on her.
誰もがその女を恐
I
れてい
saw
ると
the
聞い
other
たがあん
drivers
たは
look
違う
really
のかい？
strange when we talked. And she told me too. That she's had a violent life. But I wasn't afraid
恐
of
れ
her.
てるって噂は知っているが、トミーさんはその女ドライバーのこと怖くなかったと。で心配しているくらいだと。
Life include drug.
Well, it looks like it did now. But we didn't talk about that. We
彼
talked
女が
about
自
life,
分
you
の
know?
心について話し
The
てく
way
れ
it
た。
worked.
精神状態で悩みを抱えていた。ああ。
Fuck, man. Go grill someone else with these questions, okay? There are plenty of...
He's right. There are other. Wait, this guy says they're friends, then acquaintances, and he's okay with others ratting her out.
Fine. I don't want to be a butcher. And I don't want to be a knight either.
俺は畜殺者になりたくないし、騎士にもなりたくない。まあいいだろう。
Thank you, friend.
ここまでにしておいてくれ。じゃあ、このレイシストの方に話を聞きに行こう。おい、女ドライバーについて教えてくれよ。
Hello, compatriote. I
女
don't
ド
know
ライ
what
バー
you're
はどこ
talking
だ？
about. He did something. He stole his employer. I don't think you're as down with our fight as you'd like me to believe, brother. Listen up, fuckwits. You don't scare me. You cops don't run Evashal
エヴァ
West.
ショールに仕
You
押し切っ
don't
てるの
run
は警察じゃね
Baghdad.
え。
You don't run anything.
No.
女ドライバーか？
Means la puta madre.
アプータマードレ。
Legendary, and not in a good
伝
way.
説の男だ。
Crime boss from Jap.
Yeah, him.
あ
And I
あ。
presume you are familiar with his
なら
peonies.
彼の手先のことも知ってるんだろう？僕は知らない。
Yeah, they're his little bitches. He's got them all over the unions.
彼のビッチどものことか、組合中にい
Not
るぞ
just。the unions.
え
He has
彼の手先は
peonies
どこにでもいる。
Some say he even has them in the
うー
RCM.
The
ん。
lieutenant adopts a rodentine quality. Be cool, sire. He's getting into this.
You're not peonies. You wouldn't be investigating a drug thing if you were.
あんたらは手先じゃない。そうだったらハーブの調査なんてしてないはずだ。
No,
それは
of
そうだ
course。not. We are not peonies. But if we were,
だが運転手の一人が盗みを働いているマドレが知ったらその犯人を探すのは手先
He's
の仕事だな。
surprisingly good at this. Not
it's not a hard job. It won't take a long
う
time.
ん。難しい仕事じゃない。時間はそうかからない。マドレの気を損ねることもないだろう。
Standing in the way.
レイシストのクソ野郎が邪魔をしてその泥棒野郎をかまっている。それをマドレが知ったらどうなることか。どう思う？ほら。
I'm not scared of you or the mob. I'm under the
俺
protection
は
of the
怖くないぞ。てめえらもギャング
Lorry
もな
Guild.。
俺はトラック運転手と荷車屋のギルドに守られてる
Seen
んだ。
that corpse in the ceramic armor there.
うん。
Did his shitty little
セラミックアーマーを着た遺体を見たが、ちっけなクソギルドは彼を守ってくれたか？
You wouldn't just leave him out there if you.
the lieutenant. Be careful. This man's still got some fight in him, by the looks of it.
うん。
It won't be easy to break him.
手強い。 革命な。革命、革命。革命って影響するようなもんなかったよな、多分。団結心、四角演算、概念化、一体装置、倫理、内陸帝国、演劇。うん。何もない。じゃあ大体2分の1だ。
The main thing is to not overdo it. And, of course, what social sensibilities you're bringing to the table. Remain sensitive. People are watching.
Oh yeah? And what goods are those? There's some kind of homo
う
thing.
ん。
Make me run.
Let's just go and ask Tommy, alright?
そう。話が通用しないぜ。しょうがないな、トミー。
Stuck in the rain in a traffic jam, man. What? But
こういう話を聞いてくれ。
I thought you were a different kind of cop. Here,
The keys to a motor lorry.
her lorry's still here. Down past the statue of Philippe. The cabin
When did she leave?
last Friday.
うーん。
Thank you for your co-
You don't really.
I really do.
なんかトミーくんかわいそうになってきたな。ちょっと待って。
Hello, compatriote.
Men
What?
like this only respect two things.
Fuck you. I told you. I'm not gonna.
ほら、場所をはけ。
There. His voice grows smaller as yours.
脅してやろうか。脅しか。
Look, fuck you, man. It's some lorry down there.
うん。
Green banged up thing.
この先にあるトラックで緑色のボコボコにされた
When
やつ。
did she go away?
彼女がいなくなっ
I
たの
don't
はいつだ。
know. I don't even know her name. She just rolls with the fleet and acts like a big shot. Some dyke past the monument. Down
モニ
there.
ュメントを過ぎた
The
ところ。
green
グ
temple.
リーンの店舗
Now,
だ。
A small temple by the monument. Green.
モニュメントを過ぎたところの、よいしょ。よいしょ。モニュメントを過ぎたところの、グリーンの、こいつか。
This screen found A to Z, contemporary.
This must be the one he told us about. Unless he was lying.
うん。
The
中を
glass
覗
on
いて
the
み
side
る。
windows is tinted and covered. The
ドアを
door
開け
is
てみよ
locked.
う。
The
ロック
there's
され
no
てい
lock
る。
in this lock. The owner.
Use the pry bar to smash the window. Open it from the inside. This has been hard enough. No
Okay.
need to make it any harder.
じゃあちょっと待って。バールをまず、まずバールを装備。一応肉体装置の方も上げておく。他はないよな。よし。
This screen found A to Z,
ボブボブ。
contemporary, is parked in the shadow of.
ちょっと待って、ちょっと待って。
This screen found A
No.
to Z. With a
Wow.
firm grip, you raise the pry bar. A glint of light catching on the tip. Call down the hammer of truth and justice. Release your secrets, lorry cabin.
ああ、
Window shatters.
Sato.
The smell of cigarettes and perfume.
よしよし。
The cabin inside is plastered with old movie posters.
ああ、タバコと香水の匂い。上には無線装置が結設されていて、工具箱が落ちて
Under
あ
the
る。
driver's seat. Some tools lie scattered
Hmm.
near the pedals.
ポスターを
These
眺
are
める。
one of them particularly catches your eye. A scent of, there's definitely perfume in the air. It's
う
spicy.
ん、スパイシーな香り。
Wafting the
この匂い
remnants
も一
of a
体なん
sweet
だ。
juniper-scented perfume.
え
Probably
ー、
grenade
What?
number
ジェ
5.
ニファーの甘い香水の残りがおそらくグラナート05である。
The actress is draped in a sheath dress. One of this is Tijon. She wasted away in a drug den called the door to the actresses.
Poster
and the
はもういい。
rear looks like the front
無線
eye
は
is absent. It requires a key to work.
鍵が必要である。
There are so many radio stations saved here. Must be
無
over
線局が保存されてい
It
る。
has to
保
be
存
an
され
advanced
まくっ
model to
て
fit so
いる。
many frequencies next to each other without blending them together.
for contacting an entire fleet of lorrymen, for example.
う
This is
ん、
all
無線
shortwave
局。
UW and UKV. Looks like we are dealing with an impressive organizational tool.
うーん、いろんなところに連絡を取れるんだ
radius
な。
at least.
Doesn't look like
じゃあ
it.
キーがなきゃ何もできないと。
You wedge yourself under
で、
the
ペダル。
steering wheel to get a better look.
ステアリングレバーの下に潜り込む。郊外いくつか転がっている。
A
ハ
pair
ンマー
of
ベンチ、錆びついたレン
rusty
チ。
wrench, but one odd detail. Sandpaper adds extra grip.
うん、ドライバーは紙やすりをスロットルに貼り付けているようだ。グリップ力を強化するためだろう。
A novel technique.
紙やすりで、右足の靴底の模様を消えるはずだ。これは足跡の話かな。工事現場の足跡の中に、靴底が摩耗してあ
Which means that
る
the
やつが
missing
いた。
lady driver was present at the lynching.
うん、つまり、8人目のメンバーがこいつと。
Now we know for certain who is the missing eighth person at the lynching. Do you think that Hardy and his boys could also be involved in the drug operation?
うーん、ハーディーボーイズも関与している。うん、確かに辻褄は合う。
We should still go and see what Titus has got to say on the matter.
The movie stars are still.
Oh, look.
Slides out from the seat. It's empty.
It's English, yeah.
of Petty Ferry. It looks like an article ripped out from a radio
無
enthusiast
線
magazine.
愛好家向けの雑誌の切り抜き
Ulan
と。
frequency system? I've never heard of that before.
うーん、
FM, AM.
The pull-out toolkit slides back. It closed the rust.
Great. I think we got everything.
なんだい
All right, we've finished here. Let's quickly debrief and go over what we found.
なるほ
We
ど
don't。do it in front of
情報整理の時間だ。
Honestly, I'm quite worried by what we've seen so far.
これらの情報がかなり広範囲なかつ組織化された活動を示唆
I'm
してい
especially
る。
intrigued by that radio
特に無
transmitter,
線送信機には興味をそそられ
particularly
る
the。sheer number of stations it can
バ
connect.
グ取引は相当大規模なものらしい。
This means
そう
it's
だね。
funded.
I'm not sure what the Ulan frequencies are.
ウラン周波数が何かはわからんが、それなりに重要な意味を持つものだろう。
Avoiding frequency bleed. And last but not least, it looks
そ
like
し
the
て
Hardy
ドライバー
boys
がリンチの現場に居合わせたということ。ハーディーボーイズは彼女の正体を知っているということ。
connection we've been searching for.
うん。
We should return to
RCM はどうする
See what Joyce tells us about
まあ、
the
殺
lynching.
人事件につ
And
い
if
て
there
の
are
方
more
を
than
優
enough
先する
grounds
べ
to
きだ
start
と。
an official investigation, sometime later when we are done here. We do not want to get
正式な調査を始めるには十分すぎるほどの証拠が揃っている。
The fact that one hasn't started already gives me pause. An investigation, I mean.
これに関して捜査が始まるに放置されているという事実が
It's certainly worrisome.
どうなんだって。
All the
もし
same,
かし
I
て
don't like the idea of internal affairs descending on the matter. That won't help anyone either. Like Joyce told us, yes.
まあ、これで組合が取引に関わっているということは明らかであると。
Stay here. At best, this is an
だが、この事件が滞在中に暴けるとは思えない。
Someone as slippery as Everard won't be caught by a couple of cops and some stuff they found in some cabin.
debrief over.
では、これでハーディーボーイズに振る話と、ジョイスに、お土産、
I saw you poking around in Lady Driver's lorry. She in trouble?
女ドライバーのトラックを漁っているのを見た。まあ、女のトラックの場所を聞いたので、
Told you there's plenty of others who'd tell on her. But Is she in trouble?
まあ、彼女について調査は入るとは。
Man, what should I do? What should I do to help her?
これ以上市民を巻き込むわけにはいかない。
And work on my rhymes while I can.
The man taps his fingers rhythmically against his arm.
せっかくだから話を振るか。
Wait, there's something here, stored away.
Whoa. What a silent communion. That's
なんか
good.
素敵なことを言い始めてしまったな。鏡の温度はいつもゼロ。それは静脈の中の氷。そのカメラは X 線。それは静かなる生産何時に差し出されし聖杯。喘ぎつつ飲み干すのは決して何時のものにはならぬ。物理学同自己同一性。
Great sh-
Or did you learn it in school? More importantly, who can prove if you did? Go with it. You deserve some acclaim.
じゃあ、私的なことを言っておこうか。
Oh, really? No bullshit. That's great stuff. I sort of want to know if it's yours.
いや、
No
わから
matter.
ないね。
Great verses like that sometimes. Ephemeral.
あんたそう見えて文学の才があるんだな。
You have some literary. Just messing with you. It's
警察にしては悪くない。
rhymes, see. Let alone honesty in verse.
警察はライムより拳の方が好きだろ。詩における誠実さなんてなおさら合わない。
Well, you've given me some hope, I guess.
You found some common ground with this man. Even
お
impressed
う
him. The next time you look in there,
なんかよくわからないが仲良くなったらしいな。よいしょ。
why does art inspire you so much? Excellent question. In short, art is the highest form.
You just
Have you looked
need
in the
it.
mirror lately? You have the exact features of course not. It's autism. Box only the most experimental kind. Yes, you seek substance. No vapid representations and reproductions of social mores as made manifest in stuffy biennials. We're talking exactly.
じゃあアー
It's
ト
not
刑事になる
only
か。
a go ahead and prov-
アート刑事だ。おお。この辺のやつがね、この辺のやつもやっていくべきなのかっていう気がするけど、これ 70% までいっちゃったし、とりあえずやっとくか。で、なんか手に入れた？手には入れてない。うん。まあいいや。報告しに行く。待って、道が。ここが通れる。操作が地味にめんどくさいな、これ。ちょっと操作しづらいんだよな。で、ハーブの話が、まあよくわからない女ドライバーが運んでたって話を聞きましたよ。そう。ちゃんと仕事してきますよ、仕事。まあ、いい仕事したでしょ？
Good. Until you come up with something at that intersection.
She simply nods.
運転手たちと話をしてきました。ああ、港にいる私の日程からどういう趣旨の報告が上がっている。
doesn't
から
really
見てたん
matter.
だよ。
And I do apologize.
One of the tall buildings overlooking the
あ
round.
あ、高層建
In
築の
any
と
case,
こか。
it's a relief to know someone has looked.
If there is an investigation, it will be part of an ongoing operation.
Of course, detectives. In any case, you've
まあ、
held up
守秘
your
義
end.
務が
I
生じ
wouldn't
る可
normally
能
break
性はある
protocol
と。
like this, but the situation demands it. If you don't solve this murder, I'm afraid we may have a bloodbath on our hands. I have an indirect role to play. Sad to say.
リンチ事
My
件とストライキは
employer
どうつながっている？
experienced a momentary lapse of
で、ジェ
faith.
イスはこ
In
の
that
事
moment,
件
they
に
elected
間
to
接的に
deploy a
関わっ
private
ている。
military contractor as an
ああ、
insurance measure. They called it my security detail.
一時的に雇用主の信用を失い、その時に民間の軍事企業を派遣することが決定してしまった。
They were dispatched after I relayed the union's initial
私が組合の最初の要求を伝えたと彼らが派遣されてきた。
Every worker
すべて
A
の労
member
働
of
者
the
は
board.
取
I
締
tried to
役員
convince
の
my
一員
employer
で
it
あ
was
る。
simply a piece of rhetoric or a joke. They did not appreciate the
う
humor.
ん、
Absolutely not. These mercenaries are muscle,
傭兵たちは武
They're meant
力
to
に
intimidate
他な
the
らな
union
い。
into surrendering.
彼らは組合を脅して降伏させるために雇われた。
who are they exactly?
Crenel, an Oranese military company.
傭
As
兵
far as
彼
I
ら
know,
は
three
クレネ
arrived
ルと
in
いう
Martinez.
オラン家
They
の
report to
軍
me
事企業。
sporadically, but they do
マ
not
ルティネ
answer
ズには
to
3人が派遣されてきてい
me. To be
る。
frank,
え
they wear ceramic armor, have
彼らはセラミックアーマーを身にまとい、セミオート式の武
They
器を持
also
っ
have
ている。
trauma and stressor disorder and no idea how to conduct themselves in an urban civilian environment.
で、普通の生活が難しいと。
The story is, one of them, the colonel, I don't know his real
大佐
name,
と呼ばれている
sexually
人物
assaulted a
が地
local
元の
woman
女性を性
while
的
he
に
was
暴
drunk
行
and
した。
separated from his unit. This allows
あ
some
あ、
of the
はい
militant
はい
union
はい
members
はい。
to
ダーティーボー
subdue
イズが言ってた
him.
話
He
で
was
す
taken
ね。
out behind the whirling in rags and lynched.
で、
Lucky
彼
lucky.
はリンチされた。
Mr. Clare refuses to let me into the harbour. I have not been able to discuss this matter with anyone there.
で、
The remaining two Crenel contractors carry out
クレネ
their
ルの
orders.
残り2人の
For
派
now.
遣員は今も命令に従って動いている。今のところは。
It's a smokescreen. In secret, they are
で、
conducting an
水面下ではリン
independent
チに対する
military
武力報
tribunal
復を計
into the
画してい
lynching.
る。
What is the nature of the...
Whether to execute one, some, or all of the
処
union
刑の
members.
対象をどうするかという算段。A の組合の武闘派のうち1人だけ殺すのか、それとも複数人を殺すのか、あるいは全員殺すか。ああ。また随分とめんどくさいことをしてきた。してくれたもんだ。
My hope is that you provide a single concrete suspect
ジ
before
ョイ
Crenel
ス
indiscriminately
の
pick theirs.
望みはただ一つ。
Simply put,
説得力のある犯人を一人挙げること。
if you don't pin this on someone good and do it fast, they will
も
identify
っともらしい人物を見つける罪を着せてしまわないとならない。そのないと彼らはリンチ現場にいた全ての者たちの身元を特定して処刑を実行する。
The Debarder have over 2,000 men.
ああ。
It will be 1,000 to 1.
港湾労働者組合には2000人を超える組合員がいます。戦力で言えば1000対1であ
Have
る
you
と。
ever seen a hornet invade a beehive, Lieutenant?
スーンバチがミツバチの巣に侵入したところを見たことある警部補。あれは愉快な光景とは言えない。
Today's giant hornet, the world's second largest insect,
Ah.
can kill 40 honeybees a minute, while a group of 30 can decimate an entire hive.
セライオオスズメバチは
in less than
1分
4
間に
hours.
40匹のミツバチを殺すことができるとされている。はい。
These men work in tandem using
彼らはセミオート式またはフルオート式の重火器を使った連携攻撃を仕掛けてくる。耳にまとってるアーマーにしても、前装式の重機による貫通は実質不可能。
The muzzle loaders need to be reloaded after every 1 or
As I said, a bloodbath.
なるほど。対立は避けられんでしょうね。
Nameless, badgeless officer of the citizens' military. One single concrete suspect delivered into civil court, and I may be able to defuse this
なる
situation.
ほど。誰か犯人を一人見つけて、それを捕まえろと。大佐とやらは
Mean did
知
I
り合い
see
で
him
したか。
alive? Lely.
やつの名は
His
レ
service
リー。
name, a nom de guerre, most likely. He wouldn't divulge his full
レ
name.
リー
He was
ね。
40 or 50.
40歳から
It's
50
hard
歳
to
ぐら
say
い。スター
which.
後
He
に
had a combat
戦
injury
闘で
on
負っ
his
た
lower
傷があっ
jaw.
たせいで正確にはわからない。
Indeed, this matches the dental reconstruction we saw.
He was
オクシデント系だったと思う。髪は明るい茶色でどこかはわからない。
Oranese. In a way, it was humanizing. He had to learn to speak through it. Or he didn't. This is information passed on to me
女性を
from
暴
some
行したのはそうかもしれないし、そうじゃないかもしれない。
I cannot testify by it.
うん。
That the man
その
was
情報言
killed
ってたや
because
つ
he
は
assaulted a local woman. I've asked around a bit. This seems to be the
そう
accepted
いう
story
噂を
around
していたと。
The lieutenant consult.
Odd. We haven't heard any reports about an assault in...
Last Sunday night. At the Whirling
先
in
週の
Rags,
日曜日の
the
夜、
hostel
アー
by
リング・
Gates.
イン・ラグスで襲った
Supposedly,
と
the
され
chairman
てい
was
る。
drunk. Either way, he's alleged to have sexually assaulted a woman. That's a good question, officer. I don't have
その被害者の女性という
As I
のは、
said, it's a rumor about a rumor. In any case, it's
こ
what
れ
the
はわから
colonel's
ない。
remaining colleagues believe.
じゃあ
They've
残り
gone to
の傭
Graham's
兵
work.
は、
I don't recommend seeking them out.
雲隠れ状態。
They don't have the same respect for the Revachol citizens' militia as I do. To put it bluntly, they think you're
なるほ
vigilantes.
ど。
Ghetto, you're likely to run into them eventually. When that happens, I'll be in a better position to mediate if I don't appear involved.
いや、でも彼らと遭遇することになる。私はその場にいないかもしれないけども。うん。でも場所だけは教えてく
One
れ。
is obviously the scab leader at the harbor.
一人は間違いなく港湾ゲートのところにあるスト破りのリーダー。
His disguise.
服のサイズが合ってない
The
やつ
other
ね。
has a vantage point in a building south of the roundabout. They were keeping tabs
もう
on
一人は環状交差点の南側にある建物の見晴らしの良い場所に陣取っているのだろう。
That may be so. I still hope.
For all your talk of averting this catastrophe,
Of course, it bothers me, Lieutenant. But my.
your
あの辺の
concern
その
may
事
have
件は、
differences. Ours is keeping the peace.
ちょっと突っ込むとそれはそれで大変ですね。
Where is your radio for contacting them, if I may ask?
Heavens, no. I'm not an undercover agent. There's a short wave at the. I hope I can answer it better.
残りの時間は、
They don't report their...
Not on this matter. I'm afraid it's a matter of days, not
まだわ
weeks.
からないと。
Yes. I'm afraid.
Since you are sharing them, this is also the
Yes,
arsenal's worst case
ストライキが
scenario.
収束できるんですか？
Then we're on the same page. As good. Not much.
クレネル、軍事
As far
軍
as
事傭兵団のこ
military contractors go.
とはよく
I
知らない
believe they were
と。
once called down. They boast a long list of clients. Saint-Baptiste, Benchman Lorraine.
Meaning they're used to operating
つ
in...
まり彼らは紛争地域での活動経験が豊富であると。
All the good conflict corridors. Sadly, no. But if you still have access to the ICP's database,
Do you know a lot about the...
in my line of work, it pays to do your research. I was prepared to deal with the RCN. I did not think I would be dealing with a group like them.
じゃあ本社から
I have,
すでに連絡
and
は
will. However, these orders take time to reach what is basically a
なる
rogue
ほど。
unit out in the field here. Until they do,
つまり
it's
手
all
を
on
引く
us.
ように伝えてくれという話はしてるけども、その指示がいつ届くかはわからないと。
She's pressing them as hard.
I am sorry to have been the bearer of bad news.
うん。
If there is anything else I can help you with,
じゃあ仲良くなったんだ
of
から
course. Excuse my hesitation
ちょっと
before.
縦の話聞かせてよ。
For about half a minute.
It was taken with a trigger not long ago. This is the man's upper body. There were no markings on his hands or legs.
どう思い
Sorry,
ます？
I was trying to see if I can read the web of interdependencies
Oh.
between these points.
それぞれの点、星と星の関係を読み取れないかと思ったんだけど、
I can't. But that's how you read this story. The points themselves don't have letters, numbers, anything. Their size, location on the body, and distance
星が
from
何
each
かを
other.
表している。
Cities. On the oceans.
これは大海に存在する港のつまりオランへの水路地図であると。で、船乗りの入れ墨、彼らは自分が訪れた地をこうやって自らの体に地図として記録していたと。その辺詳しそうなやつはいないですか？つまり彼以外の派遣員ということにはなる。
Surely there are other people to ask about the tattoo. This is not necessary to complete the task, officer. It's a dangerous side task. Search elsewhere.
直接聞くのはちょっと厳しいよな。
I don't think deciphering that tattoo should come before public security.
じゃあこの地図はよくわからない。この船乗りが外国で死んでしまった場合、これをたどって魂が故郷に帰るとされている。なるほど。で、いろんな場所を訪れていると。肩がフレデフォードで心臓がレバショール。入れ墨の男は船乗りではなかった。つまりこれは港を表しているわけではない。港じゃなくて、軍人として仕事をした地域の話をタトゥーに変えていると。とりあえずいろいろと分かったことはあるね。で、あとはハーブの話ね。で、あとはタトゥー。タトゥー、他に意味を知ってそうな人はいないんですかってことね。スキルポイントがいっぱい溜まってきたね。この辺は後でいいか。で、あそこでボール投げてるおじいちゃんに写真の話を聞きたいんだけど、写真の話してくれ。どうやって話を振ろうかな。話の振り方がね、ちょっとわかんないのよね。
Vigilance officer, what can this old carabiner do for you?
ライフルについて教えてくれ。
4.46 caliber.
いい武器だ。
This one's inoperable. The bolt string is missing and the mechanism is jammed shut. I understand. Unfortunately, I don't know what else to tell you. Yes, I'm an old man. Don't sleep more than a few hours anyway, and she is nobody.
The lady is Jeanne-Marie Beaulieu, and she sure as hell wasn't a nobody.
女性の名前はジャンヌ・マリー・ボーリュー。誰でもないことはないさ。
Yes, yes.
Officer, the mere sight of police in Martinez makes me
I'm
sorry, officer, but I really don't.
The only one you have.
The sandwich looks like, in addition to the obvious slice of ham, a fat.
Oh, that's good. That's very good. You must have other business then.
で、ジャンヌ・マリー・ボーリューというのは誰だい？
She was the finest.
Do not defile her memory, Gaston. Let her rest in peace.
二人とも彼女を知っている。生まれた時から二軒隣のご近所さん、幼馴染ですね。
You stole her from me.
そしてジャンルを奪い取った。
Oh, officer. It all...
You stole her from me.
なるほど、恋敵かこいつらは。でも仲良しだな。
Well, technically, you stole her from me because we'd been pretty close ever since you two had that falling out.
We were just boys then. No point starting this all over again. For the thousandth and the first.
じゃあ彼女に何があった？ああ、肺炎か。
Honey and I were
Died. No, you
departed.
なるほど。彼女はなんでどっちつかずだったんですか？ああ。つまりシンプルに優柔不断だったと。厳密に言えばわしら二人ともまだ彼女と婚約中だ。ああ、はいはい。
He suddenly remembers you are still there, falls silent, and turns.
Of course, officer. Memories are all we have left. Sure, officer. They are the... No, thank you. For being consumed...
サンドイッチの話はいいでしょう。ジャンル。不思議な話もあったもんだ。ヤッホーダーティーボーイズ。話を聞きに来たぜ。ちょっと待って、こいつは権威が必要なんだな。ちょっと待って、権威が上がる服。核演算、概念化、立体装置。これは権威が下がる。内陸、大陸、演劇。で、権威が上がりそうなやつはこれ下がるね。権威が上がるようなものは特になんもなかったな。権威にスキル1個振るか。いや。もしかしたら再チャレンジするタイミングがあるかもしれない。
Looks like the circus left town, but the clowns are still here.
よし、普通に。まずハードの話をしましょうね。
We'll do that. In the meantime, did you know that there's an abandoned... The person driving it was present at the hanging. It was
ハーブを運んでいたトラックが放置されている。そのトラック運転手はあの現場にいたと。
The thought forms in your head like a lightning strike branching in the sky.
なるほどね。じゃあ俺が言ってやろう。
I guess that's what you would need.
Yeah, man. Theoretically, that's what
You would need good, trustworthy people to take their place, of course. Hardy men to run such a monopoly. For the good of the community.
善良かつ信用できる奴らが必要である。取引を独占的に運営するためのハーディーな奴らが。当然これはすべて地域の健全化のためである。
No, there aren't. Some
Little shit. That's
whatever you've seen
ここは楽園だぜ。俺たちハーディーボーイズのおかげで。
theoretically, of
Not quite yet, Mr. Hardy. There were 8 sets of prints on the crime scene. There
そう
are
だ、
only
8人目のメンバーがハーブ取引を行っている。
And here we
I know. Fatty walked on all fours.
despite everything
Go fuck your mom,
That's more like his voice. You heard him. It was Angus on all fours. Anything else you need to know?
若干上がった。
Yeah. By friends, you mean his.
で、クレネルの連中が、報復に来ると。で、彼らは報復を行う。もちろん対象はお前らだ。
Other people start doing it too.
Let them come.
う
The
ん。
Hardy boys are right fucking here.
ハーディーボーイズは逃げも隠れもしねえと。
The man. Right here. Yeah. A well-oiled murder machine.
はあ。制御できる人間はいないさ。
They
アサルトライフルで武装している。
Mr. 50s. Zealagars. Glenn's got a knock cannon at
Oh.
home. I guess we're gonna.
That was an unsure phrasing.
Yeah. Like you've been up against. You haven't even seen the whole suit, right? I've seen the whole fucking. So with the. Yeah.
These people.
クレネルは戦闘のプロであ
No,
る。
they're not. The fuck is that supposed to mean?
We're not bees. We're men.
Easy. What do you mean? Okay.
うん。ああ、いいか。
No, they won't. Get out of
All he means is that the city.
No wonder you cops get shot to shit every day. Can't go to war with an
うー
attitude.
ん、17%。まだちょっと低いな、17%は。こいつがいつになる。難しい。アーブ取引の話はした。あと、バルコニーの喫煙者からの話を聞くのと、を捨てたのは誰？バッジを見つけ出せ。アーマー。呪われた商業地区が結局分かってないのよね。
I've got nothing to say to you.
で、上の階に行くにはどうしたらいい？
This orange machine is dead still.
こいつがな、結
This
局、
orange, you slip your finger. No. If you want to try.
Equip the pry bar by going to the.
こいつは結局飽きそうにないんだよな。で、あとは、上に行くにはどうしたらいい？この辺になんもないんだよな。冷蔵庫も結局。
The bear's eyes are dead and empty. Ice inside the fridge. Slow.
Good question. I know. At least it's not.
The fridge sits empty before you.
どっからどう行けばいいんだ？なんかを下ろしたって言ってたような気がするんだけど。何を下ろしたって言ってたかな。
Looks like someone tried to reconceptualize it. Look, the skis and rotor blades both bear the same slipstream logo. That's a good question. Not quite.
この辺は何もない。どこだどこだ。ここ、まだ上行けるんかい。なるほど。ここか。人がいたわね。上の階にいた。
Hello, I'm Nia.
カスタムダイス職人。いいですね。サイコロはいいぞ。こんにちは。私はニーハ。
Did you try knocking on my window? I must have missed you. So what kind of die are you
ダイスが
She's
欲
got
し
the
い。
direct view to the backyard. You should interrogate her about the lynching.
見るっ
Yes,
ていうのは
only is like a call-in station.
視聴者
You
参
need a
加型の
two-way
放
radio
送
to
局。
access one.
ああ、
That's why I have these.
当受信無線機が必要だからこういう設定
Mostly,
持って
they
い
just
る。
teach you to swear in different languages. But some of the stations can be quite interesting. I was so absorbed. I must have missed you knocking. I'm a novelty dice maker.
ダイスという
Tell me
の
the
は
name of your role.
私カスタムダイス職人なの。遊んでるロールプレイングゲームの名前を教えてくれれば必要なダイスを作ってあげる。
Role-playing games? You know the one made by Fortress Accident. Does that count?
Very good. My rate is 10 real. Take a look around and see.
It almost looks as if the stones and dice are a natural part of the room, growing out of the shell. No falsehoods are present. She's a novelty dice maker and doesn't have anything to hide. Ask what you need.
カスタムダイス職員になったっていう
It
のは
was a business decision.
普通の宝石職人をしていた。
Some of my friends were role players.
で、ロールプレイングゲームをやっている友達がいて、ダイスを作ってほしいと言われてそれを仕事にしたと。
I like working with rare materials.
本人はまあ別にロールプレイングゲームがすごい好きってわけでもない。
Nothing really.
ファーリング・イン・ラグズの裏の男を知らない。
Lieutenant looks.
Your window looks directly onto the courtyard. You're saying you didn't see or
先
hear
週の
anything
日曜の
on
夜
Sunday
何か見た
I'm
りしてない
very
ですか？
decorative, but as you know, I usually have my headphones on.
窓の向こうはいつも
This
騒
shuts
がし
out
い。
most of the daily ruckus behind my window. Well, there's always something
あ
going
あ
on in the Whirling's
いつ
backyard.
も何かしら起こ
During
っていると。
daytime, there are
日
usually
中
those
は子供たちがいる酔っ払いが
I've been
うろ
seeing
つい
a
てる
lot
こ
of
とも
She's
増え
heard
た。
of the murder.
but I never saw anyone during that fateful. It's an odd
日
profession,
曜の夜
making
は
dice for people. But I like it, and I prefer doing this to sitting at home. I might have, but in this case, all I...
It's light here.
It's really hard to make
まあ見てないっていうのはそうでしょうね。
Anything else, officer?
で、ここは今どこだい？セントラルヒーターとつながっている煙突の中。
I know. But when I arrived here, all the other rooms were taken.
Creative.
When she arrived here, there was no room anywhere else. She must have known that
なる
other
ほど。
visitors.
この場所は呪われてるって話でしたけど、どう
But
です
I
か？
don't think those stories are true.
じゃあ今までの会社っていうのは、
We only hear about tales of success, so
え
it's
ー、まあ、
surprising to realize how many
普通に
ventures
倒産しただ
actually
けで
fail.
しょうと。
Play Sans, the bookshop lady? I've heard that her business is doing rather well. Have the energy spared her somehow?
まあ、
Oh, right. But it's not just the
その
bookstore
繁盛
that
してるってわ
killed
けでもない
her.
ですよ。
What about the whirling in rags? Some people say it's part of the building complex.
ワーリング・イン・ラグズの呪われ中央区の
Both
一部なんです
houses
か？
were built at the same time and under the east of the Commerce Central project.
まあ、
Then there is me.
調子がいいとは言えない。
I've been here for 14 years, selling novelty dice.
Maybe it's just because she's so talented that she's been able to woo the curse.
うん。
What, so the curse only affects people with poor work ethics? What you're describing isn't a curse, it's capitalism. Is it now? Well, if you ever find a way to explain all those
That's
そ
all
うい
she
うの
has
矛
to
盾
say on
を
the subject. She's been thorough and truthful as far as we can see.
他のテナントの話を知らないですか？
Quite a lot of them spring to mind.
おお。じゃあクマ
Oh
は
boy, the fabled Rever Show ICT. The place was owned by
Indeed. What were the other ideas?
他のアイディアっていうのは
and it involved picking out the prettiest
女の子を引っ
girls
張っ
in
て
the
きて20セントで
neighborhood
買っても
and
らう。
by land booth, I mean slump behind the counter with a face that could maim you if you ever dared to disturb their bored magazine browsing. Yeah, some people spend their whole lives chasing the hot one, as if they didn't already have the bear. Of
うま
course
くいか
not.
なかったの
The
か
bear was
あのク
terrifying.
マはとても
One
怖
wants
かっ
ice
た
cream
の。
guarded by a hostile apex
で、冷蔵庫
predator.
自体
To
も
make
ちゃんと
up,
機能してい
eventually
ない。
Radishaw ICT lost the price war to its rival, Class A 5000. Class A 5000 sold caramel sundaes for only 5 cents. You did what? Ugh, of course they left it plugged in. The taxidermist who made it said it was his vision
剥
beast.
製職人はあのクマが自分の死後生獣だと言っ
He
てい
called
た
it。mega.
Sounds cool.
うん。メガテリオンとは
Megatherion, a mega wild
荒れ
beast.
狂う巨大な獣。
Imaginary by telling you to do more drugs, mostly.
うん、俺はハーブはやらない。
You should. Anyway, now you know the story of the fallen ice cream.
Little spot.
Anything else? Another failed business, perhaps? I've been here for a long time.
じゃあ機
For
械
this
は
accident, the raid, they were an interesting bunch. We thought they certainly took their work very seriously.
彼らは自分の仕事についてとても真剣だった。スケジュールについてはちょっと自由すぎたかも。
They ran out of money and couldn't. Well, I did hear them talking at times. They seemed to believe they were
自分たちのことを大いなる試練を与えられた歴史上の人物の集団だと思い込んでいたみたい。
was mocking when she says that.
まあ対策という印象だったな。
They just began to complain a lot about capitalism. You know, in the
た
end,
だ金はなさそうだった。
they didn't have enough willpower to produce something truly historic and to show up to work on time. Still, not everyone is going to make it. That's the.
The result is
Anything else? Oh, right.
で、インター
I
ホン
think
は
none
壊れ
of
てい
those
ると。
doorbells work, including mine. I'm still in the middle of connecting the wires. Sorry about the confusion.
ドア
The
見る
one
な
with
ら
an empty name card. Sure, I'm listening.
リストの一番下にある何も書かれていない名札のやつ。うん。
I'm pretty sure it's sure. I'm listening.
ジムは
It
どうな
wasn't
っ
merely
た？
a gym, it was Artemiteps Boxing Club. A community project created to steer. It didn't.
it's not really full of.
Eventually, the coalition took away the funding and the club went bankrupt. Good. I hope it clarified things a bit. What else?
おかんね。
Lonesome. Long way home. Here we go. Home awaits. Walk.
近くの弱臭増減が5に増加した。ああ、近くがすごい伸びる。え保管が上がりそうなやつはあったっけ？ 特になさそう。じゃあ、ブレイザンズに話をしに行くか。サイコロちょっと欲しくない？サイコロ強いやつってたっけ？ちょっと品揃え聞いてみるか。なんかいいもん持ってないっすか？
Oh, it's you again. Of course. Tell me what you have in mind. I think I have just the right one for you. You're a police officer, right?
A beautiful woman tossing you a gift. Whatever you do, don't overthink it.
キャッチ。
Mr. Smooth moves. You snatch the dice out of the air with one hand, just like you're in a movie.
Oh, what are the odds? The red one is...
She winked back at you.
You definitely need luck in Martinez.
で、何を手に入れたの？ああ。ジャーナルのマップタブから挑戦可能なホワイトスキルチェックを、確認できる。はい。まあそうですね。そうですね。監禁状のかかったドア、それは知らん。非常に難しいやつばっかりだ。なるほど。よくわからんがいいサイコロをもらった気がする。ありがとう。で、下に降りて、調査結果を報告すると。よいしょ。へいへい。へいへいへい。
You're alive and well. Don't keep me waiting. Yes, yes.
Tell her how ghastly it was. You know it's what she wants to hear.
I knew it. But what else did you find? Did anything survive? No, of course not. Have you
あの惣菜というのはカスタムダイス職人。
Why does she need the dice? For some kind of sorcery? Sometimes they use the ankle bones of sheep. I don't understand.
The narrative she's built herself. She's squeezing on to hell with it. Perchance you ought to just lie, sire.
You're telling me
まだ調べたいことがあるんですよ。
The investigation's over. I don't want you going in there anymore. You're only angering.
There was never any.
I am sorry we had to disappoint you.
もう入るなって言われたわ。いや、入れるわ。入れるんだったら入るわ。がっかりはされたけど。
This old fireplace. The whole thing resembles Kadran.
あと、夜の9時以降だな。夜9時、9時？レベルが上がったのね。とりあえず呪われたやつは OK。 で、あとは、被害者のタトゥーについて。もう上の階にいる女になる。
Fuck does Kuno care?
こいつとの話は難しいな。
I'll die before I squeal, pig.
クーノース、こいつとの話も難しいな。話聞いてくんねえんだもんな。アイタス・ハーディに喧嘩売るのも難しそうだしね。
How is the investigation going? Found any curses yet? Oh, that's great! I hope exciting adventures lie ahead. Crime fiction is about murders or burglary. And you don't look much like a policeman. Didn't mean to offend, sir. Sorry, sir. It's just that you don't look like Dick Mullen. Head?
No, not head, child. Heads.
No, he's like you, sir. Maybe you can show me some real police work, sir. Like in the books.
The girl keeps...
What do you mean, sir?
She looks around. The lieutenant stands by, looking at... She brings out...
And you knew this from me keeping my hands folded? Well, that proves nothing. Anyone could do an easy deduction like that. You're quite sober.
The lieutenant does not flinch at the comment. He does not flinch even a single bit.
Because you usually aren't. I sure hope...
There she stands, swaying on her... There's something you're missing.
Aww.
No, sir, I can't. It would be too tiring to refrain from it. It's already... That's a friendly enough face, most of the time.
何かを見ようとしている。さて、あとやることは、アイタス・ハーディに喧嘩を売りたいが、権威がないんだな。
The pastels of the wall. Huh? He sounds tired. Cindy the Skull has all the necessary material.
If you must.
この壁に絵を描くことになってしまったぜ。
Hello again, officers.
What for? Well, if it's for art. But what kind of art are we talking about? Sounds like you're just about to live out your self-pity, not make a statement. I can't have shit art on my conscience. There, Piggy. I guess art just isn't really you.
すげえ難しいスキルチェックばっかり発生する。アートの話は、まあ、置いといていいか。こっちのドア、実は開けてなかった。なるほど、こんなところに繋がっていたのか。ここに誰かが住んでいる。まあ、誰かは住んでるでしょうね。ここは何だい？ここにも誰か住んでる。シンディか？ネズミ。他は何もない？何もないか。何もないというなら仕方ない。
Ooh, the piggies have learned how to saunter up staircases. I didn't think you could do that with... Yeah,
That smell coming from red-dyed heavy fuel oil is only used in government vehicles or at
じゃあ石炭室に置いてあるベッドはあんたのものかい？
She does have eyes that seem to be smeared with coal.
It doesn't have to do anything at all. Nothing does. Does anyone? Yes. I keep... Shoot, Piggy. What did you think I was using? Aquarels? Sucked it out of a cop's fuel tank
燃
myself.
料油。
Back in Jamrock. You ain't seen nothing yet, Pig.
なるほど。いろいろな情報が増えてくるな。あと調べられるところは、この辺には、あるな。上の方に箱。箱はまあ、多分、ゴミが入ってるだけだなとは思うけど、一応調べましょう。お金だ。やったぜ。2.2 リアルだったら結構美味しいぞ。
Ruination has come. A great force from the tenement acted as a defensive. The waves of what didn't fall. Those archers, only 3 stories stand. A fleet. They massed airship. Many are still.
戦争の話だ。
Archer.
The coalition. But that was a...
よし。で、あとはなんだ？あとは9時以降なんだよな。あとの用事は9時以降になんかしたい。この中調べたしな、もう。で、夜の9時になったら、そこのバルコニーに行って、タバコを吸ってた男の話を聞くと。その子供は話聞いてくれないしな。他に何かしらの話がありそうな人。立ち読みしてる人、この人はなんかない？
No, absolutely not.
She gives you a short nod.
I don't mean to...
For what it's worth, I agree. But cockatoos can't be stopped when they get ladies.
Nothing.
Maybe you should. What if the cockatoo is your astral captain?
Wonderful. The story is open.
The woman before you.
コカトゥーとは一体何だい？本屋でコカトゥーについて調べなさいと。
A small mountain of colorful board game boxes.
これじゃない。
The display rack is brimming with worn paperbacks featuring
コカトゥーは上か？
shelves filled to the brim with crime fiction. These books, what's more, not a single mention of all the stress this work creates upon the shelves filled to the brim.
どれだ？
Shelves full of biographies of famous people. Browsing through all the books, suddenly, a particularly odd high-speed love. Next to that.
I really must. I'm sorry. I did not mean to. I would say.
Shelves full of biographies of
Innocence.
This bookstore is not strictly about amidst the various books. These 3, the point of the book, and many, it serves platted wholeness. When it's up to your mind to hear the book, there's even a chapter.
酒を飲む話か。
Sir, please, I can't have you end up like opening a police store next door and stealing my customers.
こんにちは。
A sulfur-crested cockatoo sits.
コカトゥーのスケボンだ。
It's a must-have if you own a cockatoo. I've heard they're quite.
Turns out, that there are so... You don't have behavioral problems. That's garbage. You're cool.
うん。
Oh, a nature enthusiast.
なるほど。コカトゥーとは一体何だい？
A cockatoo is a parrot with an erectile crest.
コカトゥーは高い知性と全般的な早熟性があることで知られていて、鳥飼いの間に人間を博していますが、各地の問題行動を見せることもしばしばです。彼らはおしゃべりを好むために方を知らない愛すべきピエロと呼ばれています。
Pet owners also report moodiness, loudness, and hostility as recurring issues. It is not recommended to get a cockatoo if you're not able to cook them, despite its banging name.
コカトゥーはなんか
You're right. Ouch. That must not great for performing.
なんだ、コカトゥークソうるせえなって話をしている。
In the words of poet explorer. Yes, but all those cockatoo species are so different. Which one are you?
どれも個性的だ。どのコカトゥーだ？バンバンコカトゥーは最も臆病な種類である。ソースティコカトゥーは黒くくすんだ羽の色に。黒ね。黒山コカトゥー、すべての種のうちで最も目を見張る鳥と言えるでしょう。美しいと。じゃあこの美しい鳥が自分だ。本当にそうか？いいだろう。多分コカトゥーだったんだよ。とりあえず、あとは夜9時になるまでか。さっきうっかり本買っちゃったけど、あれよね。ちゃんと、宿代は先に払ったよな、確か。もう払ってるはず。で、払っている。
Oh, hello, dear. There you are again.
難しいな、スキルチェックは。他に話聞けそうなやつは、こいつは昼からずっといるやつだな。
That sugary black rum stain on the counter makes you teary-eyed with joy. Oh, excuse me. The man ponders his cooking utensil. He looks up at you, shrugging, is it?
オザフェルをゲット。あとはなんだろうね。調べられんな、ここ。
Behind the dockworkers, a ceiling height window. The hawthorn branches scrape the glass.
お前にはまだ早い？
There's a little slide panel up there to let some air in. No need to open it in spring. It's still too cold.
お前にはまだ早い。後からまたなんか調べられるのかい？なんだこれは。なんだろうな。 ぱい足すと話を詰めた後にでもいけるか？
This Postlavantore, a faint sticker on the side reads, RCM Emergencies Desk number 8102, with a slogan, Mankind, be
封
vigilant.
筒を投下する。飛ばす。
There is a hollow, saddened ring
Yeah.
as you kick. Your toe has suffered.
Cool. You really...
He does not actually think it's cool. If anything, the lieutenant feels sorry for the poor box. He's leaning in. The lieutenant pats the box. Ever so.
いや、蹴飛ばしてすまなかったよ。
The mail collection box has no.
で、
You take the legal documents out of the.
白い封筒はここで投函できると。投函はしません。で、ああ、そうか。で、上にいるダイス職人が言ってた。
Call box. East Delta Commerce Center. This button looks new.
This button looks
ボタ
new.
ンだね。
I wouldn't be surprised if it has...
Silence. Nothing happens after you. Silence. Silence. You hear static from the intercom. You can almost hear them breathe.
あ、スリップストーリームつながった？
Yes, hello. This is Tricentennial Electric.
トライセンティニアル電子です。
She sounds almost antique. Wait, but what happened to Slipstream SCA? There's no Tricentennial Electrics on the list.
My God,
The lieutenant.
it's you. My God, I didn't.
She must be mistaking you for some. Who cares that you don't remember her? Just go along with it.
ん？ああ。話を合わせてみる。
Michelle, just please.
ミシェル？
Why did you even call? I don't understand. You've been gone for months. Ever since I...
A spot of static over.
It's so nice to be able to finally together.
She sounds like she's about to cry. She doesn't answer. Silence. The only thing you can hear now is static and waves washing ashore on the bay. Another seagull part.
It must have been some kind of faulty wiring. We should maybe stop playing with this doorbell.
You press the number sign on the keypad that terminates the call. 12 name cards on the call box read.
一体何が起こっていたんだ？リップストリーム CSN。
Looks like someone.
なぜか
You wait
電話が
for
つな
a
がっ
moment. You
たと。
ring the doorbell. But all you hear is you ring the doorbell. What an ominous name for a hair salon. An off-key man.
Kudos. Please stop calling.
She thinks you're the gremlin child. What would he say to this?
Pardon? Please just stop calling.
A single beep indicates that the line.
なるほど。普通に本屋には上がるんだな、あれ。あと調べてないところはなんだ？大体調べたんだよな。あそこは入れない。こっちの上は行ったけど、ここの上の階がね、一番上に誰かがいるなっていうことはわかるんだけど、ここはちょっとな。
The worn and beaten.
We can sit on...
You can revisit the bench if you ever need to pass the time when Lieutenant Kitsuragi is gone.
うん。警部がいない時だったら、あそこに座って時間を飛ばすことができると。なるほど。 で、あと調べるところは、調べるべきことは、このおばあちゃんは結局、何も知らないってことでいいんだっけ？うん、結局何も知らないっていうことで話が、決着がついたのか。
A lorry stuck. The windows are clear.
で、これは宅外のトラック。
Right to work. Right to work. Shame on
うー
you.
ん。下手に話を振って切れられても怖いからやめとこう。コールに間に合わなまだも知らなさそう。てかもう話は一回全部聞いた。で、メジャーヘッドも話は聞いたけど、どうしてくれねえな、こいつ。
Your race descent has only worsened since I last saw you. Racist. Welcome to He must think. I am. The drawings are precise and look true to their pseudo-scientific ambitions. The side.
Your ear.
Yes.
That added.
Babe.
他なんかあるかな？調べてなさそうなところ。だいたい、あらかた重要そうだっていうか、メインに関わってきそうなところはだいたい潰したと思うんだけどな。よいしょ。
The tear machine stands in. Your bottles clunk into the machine.
危ない。普通にお店だ。買い物だけだね。他は、あそこの上の階はもう見てるから、この階からさらに上が気になるんだけどな。あとは、
This coin-operated viewer is facing southwest. The metal feels
probably some kid.
A simple but a thick layer of graffito cover. That's Kuno. Under the graffito, a sea of blues and grays. You know this to be the stone around the lava.
大体調べたな。これは鍵がかかってて開かないやつ。雑談をして時間を潰すか。よいしょ。
You're back. Good. What more lessons in basic reality?
現実世界について教えてくれ。
Go ahead. Ask me anything.
What is?
ここは一体どういう世界なんですか？
The camera of her mind glides
ヘイ
over
ル
the
が
surface.
存在する世界。何が見える？広大な水域に森に覆われた地表、都市があるところには光が胸を鳴らしている。世界はここ一つで十分だ。この世界にはドロレス世紀につけられた愛称がある。なんて愛称ですか？エレジウム。おー、これがエリジウム。代わりにこの世界を地獄と呼びたがる人たちもいるけれど。地獄って一体何ですか？憎しみを込めた保証。その他の憎しみの言葉同様、これもメスクのペトロファシストたちが生み出したものであると。写真。
There is no complete set yet, dear. They're having some trouble reaching orbit.
ああ。主人公は自分の疑問が完全に晴れていないという意味で、I don't feel like I have got a whole picture yet.
Great things are difficult to achieve. For now, we're viewing the world from the inside, sideways.
内側から
We used to think
横
it
を
was a
見てい
sphere,
ると。
but that is
この世界は
beginning
どういう
to be
形を
less
しているん
and
で
less
すか？
likely by the day.
世界が球体と考えていたけど、日を追うごとにその可能性が低くなってしまった。嘘。
ORG, Occident Revershop.
There's a steadily increasing trickle of images.
確
Between the big three scientific
実に
contributors,
画像の数が増えていて、科学的上変異している産地域が協力して黒いグレーの光輪の全部を割り出そうとしているところである。
Yes.
ああ、この世界の表面の 72% はペールに覆われている。ああ、ああ。
A cold fear seeps into you.
おい、待ってくれ、何を聞かせているんで？
Please don't be.
一体何の話をしているんだ？ 物質が希薄化して膜となって私たちのいるこの惑星の暗色化した円盤部を囲んでいるらしい。
Imagine vast swathes of land
Oh.
disrupted by... I am sorry, dear. It must sound... But this is one of the greatest questions of our time.
なんかよくわからんことが起こっている。
You have misimagined it. It's like the crowning of the world. It's insane. Very
ディスコな光景。
See?
Suddenly, you're conscious of yourself standing there. The lieutenant observes you both, silently. He adjusts his glasses.
The pale is
ペ
not
ールとは
protected.
何ですか？
Also, I think we've had...
Of course, Lieutenant. Let's try something else.
The lieutenant glances at you from the corner of his eye.
キムがいないうちにジョイスにペールのことを聞け。
You could sneak back later when the lieutenant is not here.
なるほど。
Convince him to step
ペ
aside.
ールの話はキムがいない間に話を聞く必要がある。じゃあまた夜に来てペイルの話をしよう。それ以外になんか話ってあったっけ？ペイルじゃない話。
You're back. Good. What can I... Oh? Of course, Detective. You can always drop by late. Of course.
港のストライキ、イブラドと思っている。
Of course not. Everard is fantastic.
If you were to prick it with something sharp, you could see it oozing out. A knife.
He is the most corrupt individual I
イ
have
ブラ
ever
ドは
seen.
汚職に
And
ま
I
み
deal
れ
with
てい
men
る。
like him for a living. If there is anyone more venal, more
あ
irredeemably
れほどの
nepotistic
人
than
間は
is his twin
双子の
brother,
エドガー氏誰だ？
Edgar looks exactly like his brother. Except for that lazy eye, it's how they circumvent the term limits.
ク
You
リ
see,
だと。
with a funny little switcheroo.
で、入れ替わる
While in
こと
office,
で
they've embezzled God knows how much of their workers' dues.
任期を引き延ばしていると。
The Debarders Union was once a perfectly normal institution. 20 years ago, anyway. It must not have been easy to
20年
establish
前
a
なら
organized
正常な
labor
組
at
織だ
its
った。
best, as they
で、
say.
その頃が労働組合
Then
の全
something
盛期であっ
happened in the
たと。
local chap.
A mob. The Debarders are a crime syndicate. Sad as it may be, we are forced to
組合はもはやマフィアに近い犯罪組織同然である。
Refreshingly honest, officer. The company has tried appeasing in the past. And your opinion, detective? If I may ask. I'm a curious and talkative person, you see. Would you say that thank you for being candid?
まあ、社会主義を
Sadly,
掲げた
Wild Pines have
マフィアで
cooperated
ある。
with what amounts to a crime syndicate for I'm glad you asked.
で、選
There
挙
was
で
a woman, the
何があ
previous
ったんですか？
forewoman of the union.
disappeared?
先代の組織のボスの女性が消えた。
On the last day of the local chapter elections,
This forewoman, her name?
このボスの名前
company
は
records do not
わから
even
ない。
give a
ホ
name.
リー。
She's just forewoman in
君の悪い話だな。
You are, the point of the presentation is
Thank you for your concern, ma'am. We'll be just fine.
Mr. Clare told him
で、
to
拷問って何ですか？拷
go
問
on
し
to his shorter stature, you see. Yes.
ああ、なるほ
Keep
ど。
in mind, of course,
Don't tell her you've met Everard right away. There's time.
Of course.
ピンチの件まだいて話すの聞いた。
What we do.
There was a touch of discomfort. She
ワイルド
knows.
パインズの話を聞いた。ボートの話も聞いた。バルコニーの喫煙者。まあ、まだいないだろうね。
This door is made of no one.
We should return in the...
早くて21時ね。まだまだ先ってことだ。こっからはいけない。この辺はアクセスはできない。よし。
Yes? Excuse me? You have a distinctive way of walking. I hope you don't take this the wrong way. It's just, they say it's a scene clearing technique.
Yes, but containers contain things. He simply nods.
What about me? What do you mean? I have no idea.
The lieutenant's conceptualization skills must be rather rudimentary.
自分の中の自分と話すのは人口ぐらいだよ。キムさんはそんなことはしないと。
I can't say that it does, no. When I need...
The lieutenant, we all have our different mediums. His is written.
No.
The lieutenant
秘密は教えてくれない。
Good. Let's change the subject.
No response. He's having trouble processing it. Believe.
Have you tried concentrating on something other than your personal affairs? Really?
で、
Fine to me.
治療が必要だ。
This psycho...
Clearly, he prefers to think you're malingering. He cannot...
Then you should consider seeking medical attention. You can use the radio in my kinema to call your station's laser. Was there anything else you wanted?
医療班に
What do you want
電話したらいいと思うよって言われちゃった。
It's not a particularly mysterious case. The deceased
解
is a
決
security
権だ
guard
とは
for
思
a
っていな
corporation
い。
involved in a labor dispute. It doesn't take a DeLorean polymath to put the pieces together. I'm relieved that... Anyhow, let's get back to the case. Good.
健康問題について。タイタス・ハーディは難しい。許された男。ホワイトスキルね。この辺はなんかいろいろあるんだよな。漁師たちの声、教会とかはまだ見たこともないしな。あとは、この辺でボール投げてるおじいちゃんにでも話聞くか。
I like playing in the dark. There's nothing for you to understand here. It's not hurt if you are investigating.
Revachol fell.
彼
I
女
could
が話した
saw
の
her
は
district. This was the happiest day of my life. Absolutely not.
不審な点はない。71別に肺炎で亡くなった。まあ普通のことでしょうね。
I won her back.
You were like a dark cloud sucking. Those days and
The old soldier says nothing, but when his glance quickly runs over Gaston's face, there's an odd look. Yeah.
Oh,
a superpower, feared and decisive.
フィリペの話でも聞いて、
This is something the insurgents never understood.
断固たる態度で日替わり意志薄弱な新民を傷つけることを厭わぬ決意反。
Revachol would be a different place if.
Don't get started.
The carabinier doesn't reply, but.
Oh, hold Philip.
You can't even take. That's why, Philip.
こいつらの話すハーブは昔の話だから今売れてるハーブ、今の密売の話は関係ない。
It's clear you like the hard stuff, Bruta. Evening falls. The vows are blurred. Lower intestine. Fascism, Bruta.
ファシズム。
Many things.
ファシズムって一体何だい？自分の直感を信じることだ。レバショールの抱える問題の元凶とは何だ？
Yes, women.
女たち。
Men of war. That's what fascism boils down to. The rest is stomach truth. You're going to keep your views, right? Keep your views, Brota. There's a slow, painful. It is one of.
ファシズム君はちょっと帰ってもらおうかな。
Officer, the mere sight of police. Sweet, sweet Jenny. Of course, officer. Memories are all we have left.
サンドウィッチの話は難しそう。で、あとは調べるべきことはあんまりない。これはなんだ？ロイの質屋。質屋。金がない時とかに使うのかな？水曜日の午前7時まで。もし洋服が壊れてる。おう、気になるものがなんかいっぱいあるぞ。現代物のレジ。こっちには何が置いてある？
You see rows of toy soldiers guarding the rest of the trinkets displayed on the table. Some big men on big horses.
I used to be very serious about.
They're not all blue. These figurines also wear gold coats and caps.
This is what the loyalists looked like, yes, at first.
Which ones? Ah.
This set of soldiers.
You're probably. I think their poverty has been exaggerated for effect. When you place them next to the royalists, it doesn't seem like they could possibly win. Maybe.
他はなんかいろいろあるな。
The boom boxes on the shelf look well.
ラジカセ。
One especially catches your eye. Just make sure it works before you buy it.
Is the Harman Welsh W2 made in Vespa?
いろいろ。
If police work means playing.
Typical Martinez
これは街灯。街灯？
This would make quite a.
Yes, of.
His manner is casual.
It was brought.
街灯を依頼された。
You have to admit it's rather clever.
700 real. A bargain, I dare say. There's also the matter of rewiring.
金はない。で、これは
Wow, a very large red t-shirt.
どれどれ
Yeah, the print depicts a muscled man striding toward you. A giant sword in each smells like worn cotton.
Sniffing is okay. But please don't try anything. Hell yeah,
金
man.
メダルから来た
I
男の
don't usually carry printed tees, but this one
That's-
was just pure. A fan? No. Most people don't think that the man from Yelmdale really existed. But they're wrong.
金メダルから来た男が実在したっていうのは
Even if
Okay.
you sound skeptical. Besides, I've been to Cot.
It's for the best.
実在したって
Theory
言っ
isn't
てんな。
exactly.
2 real.
That's dirt cheap.
You should.
なるほど。権威は下がる。肉体装置とお顔は上がる。あっても損はしなさそう。
Welcome to Yelmdale.
じゃあ買っておこう。金メダルから来た男シリーズ。ああ。で、この T シャツ。おかんのボーナスはまあ、美味しいかもしれない。
If you don't mind, please put the flashlight away.
Photonic sensitivity is not generally acknowledged.
I do appreciate it.
まあね、ちょっと、こいつをしまいますね。はい。
It's not often that What can I do for you? I
トラ
haven't
ブ
had
ルは
any
なかったで
problems
すか
myself.
Who are your customers?
All kinds of people come through here.
いろんな
Locals,
人が来ますと。
travelers. As you can see, I have a wide selection of goods for everyone to choose from.
品揃えがいい。いろんなコレクションがありますね。
But underneath it you sense psychedelic processes bubbling.
うー
Some
ん、
kind of drug maybe.
なるほど。
Feeling warm and enthralled by the movement of light,
ハーブ
while the mind continues to rate. A drug developed
が
by
こ
the
こにある
military
の
to
かい
treat and prevent radiation sickness. It has psychedelic side effects.
I try to keep the shop at a comfortable temperature.
気
I've had
にな
to
ったんです
take
ね。
it,
ハーブの
you
話
know,
が。
since
He's taken it for mental and emotional, not physical pain these days.
緊急除染体というのは、放射線の流出を食い止めようとして、消防隊を助ける予定だ
I
っ
lived
た。
by the. There wasn't much the volunteer force could do, however. The cleanup happened, so I came to Martinez. I like the theory more.
Yeah, you gotta get in on those vortices, my man.
捜査の助けになってくれるかもしれない。
I do my
ウィ
best
ツリ
to
事
keep
件に
my
ついて
distance
は、
from all manner of.
He
じゃ
doesn't
ない
know
か。
anything. The pawnbroker's gaze is already.
Someone else came here earlier today asking the same question.
This is a pawn shop, and it did feel as if you've met before.
なるほど。
Oh god.
銃をなくしたと思っていたが、
Lieutenant shifts from one foot to another.
なるほど。
Alert.
質屋に入れたんですね。
You were adamant about getting rid of it, officer. And I don't like keeping guns around the shop.
で、買
She
った
didn't
やつ
seem
は
like a policeman.
生き
Although
て
she
い
kept
た。
truth be told.
Right, so let me get this right. You sold your sidearm, issued by the citizens' militia, and now a civilian is running around the streets of Martinez with it?
悪かった、悪かった。
Yeah, it's not good. I do hope we manage to
これは
keep
事
this man.
実です。
My apologies.
A needle in a haystack. There's nothing you can do about
彼
it.
女の場所は知らない。
You just have to hope.
Maybe. Shady looking guys came in. They went their way.
Wait, then
Maybe Claire really is tracking down.
people as oleaginous as
Of course. Sure thing. Sure, man.
なるほど。銃は撃ったんですね。酔っ払ってどっかに捨てたかと思ったら、撃ってしまったんですね。撃ってしまったのになんで金がないんですか？なぜそんな一文無しなのか。この辺の理由は、わからないね。
Fuck does Kuno care? The fuck about it? Your test. Get lost. Kuno doesn't. Fuck does Kuno care?
この教官は、
Kuno doesn't.
教官は無理。で、向こうの2階に、2階バルコニーだな。
Hi, Ace Detective. Oh,
適当に話を聞いて時間を進めようか。
but it does make the famous people more famous. Why would they do that, sir? That's so cool.
よし。で、あそこのバルコニーの2階バルコニーに行って、おそらく目撃者であろう男を捕まえて話を聞く。よし。お、いるじゃん。君、話を聞きに来たんだ。
Gendarmerie.
His slender figure is backlit by city.
そうそう、清掃の筆に入れてもらったんですよ。
So tell me, are you here to make things right again? Beautiful. I have some good news for you. My Sunday friend is visiting tonight.
僕のサンデーフレンドが訪ねてきている。
He's already waiting. That's why I...
Wait. Suddenly you are digging things?
That's nice, but I don't...
He takes another drag off downstairs.
Besides,
something tells you you're never going to talk to an individual this cool or mysterious ever again.
It's a beautiful night.
Something flutters in the...
We'll talk. Take care, alright?
Oh.
And he's gone again. Looks like it's becoming a theme for him.
バルコニーの男は
Different, of course. Something
不思議なやつだな。
about the way he talks. Very.
He's barely holding it together.
Come on, detective. Let's go. We've got a potential.
不思議なやつだな、あいつは。じゃあサンデーフレンドはこのタイミングでしか会えないと。いろいろ調べるべきものは調べて、カナダの傘。不思議なものがありますね。パーティードラゴンのシルクローブ。いいものを持ってるじゃないか。じゃあ、サンデーフレンド。ビジネスマンか。役人。吊るし事件についての話を聞きたい。
Gentleman. You should ask him about the finer things.
Of course. Let me just say it has been a new...
The lieutenant takes out his notebook and nods to you. to proceed.
じゃあ、リンチの事件について聞いたんですか？じゃあ、よかったら話を聞かせてくれ。
He holds out his hand.
What do you mean, like in a play?
何が起きているかもよく分かっていなかった。その時私はバルコニーにいた。新鮮な空気が吸いたくて。彼らが最初にやってきた時、死体のようなものを抱えていた。で、その後、周辺の窓から明かりが消えていた。また一つまた一つと。
Sounds like the victim was unconscious, or at least incapacitated.
特徴は、とても大きな声で話していた。チンピラだってことですね、つまり。で、8人ぐらい。うん、もうは普通の人だった。部屋の中に戻った。こちらは男だったか、全員男だったと思う。いた可能性もある。だがわからない。ほとんどが白人だった。何も起こらなかった。
No celebratory shouts. No anything. I'm afraid I don't have anything else to add.
確かに妙だ
All I
な
can。say is that it was late.
で、吊るされているところは見ていない。
Until the following day. Of course, anything I can do to assist the RCM. The coalition is only
で、役人は、
Inflation is a killer. Like a heart disease. The economy impacts the entire international community, which is why it requires international oversight.
この部屋にいるのはなぜ？
You could say I'm undoing whatever you wish, officer.
あんたの友人は、
My friend is a good young man. His family immigrated here from Kedra, and life has not been easy for him. But he
なんで一
manages
人で
to
ここに
join
いる？
with you.
景色を楽しんでいると。
Baby is crying in the neighboring
どこかで赤ん坊が泣いている。
This the Insulindian Bay.
インスリンベバンがどうした？
Luxury accommodation before the revolution.
ここは高級ホテルだ
But
っ
the
たと。
million real view stays.
で、風景がいい。
My friend comes and goes. I'm sure you'll see him around.
彼は自由に帰ってきては出かけていく。
A busy bee. What an odd choice of words.
Sorry. Who? But I told you, officer. He's a bright young man here to pursue his education. Education is the
友
foundation of
人
future,
は
officer. You
名
have to
前、
understand.
名前は教えて
I
くれな
can't
い。
give you his personal information. He's deeply enmeshed in the
じゃ
study
あ
of
美術を勉強しているというだけだと。
He likes. How did any of us become friends? Bad things happening on the.
なんか知らんけど友達になっ
Pedra
て
is a
る。
candidate
ペド
member
ラ
of
とは、
EPIS that it's never going to happen.
EPIS の加盟国候補に上がっている国だと。
It's wow. Kedra's an emerging market. I'm all ears, officer. A moment. Do you have everything you need from me? I'm afraid we won't have the chance to speak again once you leave. It's against diplomatic best practices for an official.
That's not the real reason he's so apprehensive. Men in his position shouldn't be seen loitering around in underprivileged young men's apartments in the middle of the night.
Sure, go ahead. It's.
言えることは今のうちに全部聞いておけと。はい。
Was there anything else? I'm sorry to say I did, officer. Because I.
He's clearly not a man accustomed to being spoken to in that manner.
Officer, it's very.
He holds.
What do you mean?
It was just. I was on the back. That's when
この
I.
辺の事件の話は全部聞いたか。
Were you able to?
Officer, the yard. Well, that's the. Eventually, their shout.
なぜ通報しなかっ
I'm
た？
afraid I don't have.
About what time was?
All I can say is that.
時
it
計
was
は
my
見な
watch.
かった。
Yes, now I remember.
夜中の0時半頃だったと。
I'm sorry I couldn't be of more assistance. I'm sorry to say I did.
Easy, detective. No need to jump to conclusions.
Officer, it's.
He holds.
What do you mean?
It was just. I was on the
とり
balcony.
あえ
That's when I.
ず
Sounds like the victim was.
全部の選択肢は潰していくか。
Well, that's the strange. Eventually, their shouts died. I'm afraid I don't.
About what time?
All I can say. My watch. No, I didn't.
It seems. I think we have every.
Of course.
朝の
Anything
0時半。
The coalition, the economy impacts the. Yes.
Wait, there isn't actually an
La communauté. Your employer, technically. It's the International Organization for Moralists. Hence,
There are more nefarious powers to work for.
But of course. Because moralists believe in a normal, stable world governed by... The Occident is part of the normal world. Martinez, Rivachol is... But they are working towards it. You're all doing very well here, relatively speaking.
また難しい話をしている。
Of course.
Ah, my friend. But the lesson of the revolution is that it's moving towards... Now, enough of this delightful political interlude. It is the most important thing. It's the central goal, which is essential.
Basically,
Précisément. That's why the Institute of Price Step, but not too far. The coalition believes in the importance of informing the... A sound monetary... But oh, I don't have my lead. What's there to say? Moreover, it is...
Darling, that can't be an official.
Because a great...
この辺の話は
Barnier is an exemplary nation
パラッ
who,
と
as a
飛ば
core
してい
member
こ
of the PIS, contributes 20... Barnier is a...
But that didn't tell you.
About what? Oh, it's very urban and very... Whatever you wish, officer. My friend, my friend. What about him? I'm just enjoying... We're old friends. I'm sure you'll see him around. Sorry. But I told you, officer. He's deeply in... He's a truly free spirit. I'm all ears. Of course. I'm sorry I couldn't...
大体話は聞いたはず。聞いたはずでいいか？多分聞いた。義務的にはどう思う？
yes.
いや。まあいいか。大丈夫でしょう、きっと。タスク的には、サンデーフレンドに事情聴取をした。ってことで OK かな？よし。この子供たちずーっといるな、夜中まで。こんな時間に夜を外で歩かずにお家に帰りなさいよ。では、一旦、ホテルの方に、で、配達ハーディ。目撃者だ。目撃者は地元の人間じゃありません。
This goes without saying, but nonetheless, don't give out his name.
名前は出さない。
Like we wouldn't know if an MI plant was in our...
MI is short for more.
I've seen this shit a million times, Titus. Fly fishing. They are desperate. The last copper. What?
It's you assholes that feel the...
Yeah.
極めて静かに。
Avoiding having to answer this question. Yes, of course. Be polite with this.
Arab guy?
Well, yeah. What is confused? Those flaccid
It means the whole scene was long and...
What is this fella?
Shanky. It's Shanky.
You don't...
I know you are lying, Shanky.
Some witness.
で、目撃者はいますよっていうことを教えてやったが、
that they're uncomfortable with you having this info.
確率低く。変異ね。変異なんてものはないんだな。 が下がるのは、でも上がるものはないんだな。研究してると権威がどんどん下がっていくな。
Behind the dockworkers, a ceiling height window.
前にはまだ早い。他に、目撃者を探す。とりあえずワンチャンやってみるか。権威上がんねえんだよな。28%。ほら。
Establish authority. Yes. Authority. Did you already try the gun thing? I hear that you're probably right. The others are only there for filler. To make the gun thing pop.
And what exactly? All the while talking.
Fascia. That's short for fascist.
欲が下がる。
Callie said they've been trying to set up a race rally, whatever the fuck that means. Trying to get the kips out of Revachol before the economy goes to shit.
He's not racist, and there is no rally. There is no car.
What happened? You got your ass handed to you. Always go with the gun. How are you going to get out of this now?
無茶だな。他になんかないかな。なんかないか？なさそうか。とりあえず、わからん。いやー、権威がなかなか上がらんな。上がらんというか、この事件について他にな、犯行現場や遺体を調べる目撃者を探す組合のボスや会社の代表に助けを求める、もしくは彼らを他の事件に結びつける。できる範囲はとりあえずやったんだけども、まだわからん。よし、とりあえず、今のところは、どうしようもねえ。また、次、まだこのゲーム2日目だしな。まあ今後どうにかなっていくでしょう。というところで、今日は一旦ここまでにして、ここまでにしよう。今日はここまでにします。ってことで、タイタス・ハーディからなんとか話を聞くのが次回の目標かなっていうところで、今回は終了としたいと思います。それじゃあお疲れ様でした。